Work begins early in Siem Reap, Cambodia's third largest city. Temple beckons before dawn. Although still traditional in culture and religion and certainly still struggling with severe poverty, Cambodia is a country in transition. After 30 years of civil war, the country has had a decade to begin rebuilding, and there are signs of recovery everywhere. Scooters and bicycles are still the main mode of transportation, but they're forced to share the roadways with more and more cars and trucks these days. City streets are bustling with activity, and markets are full of exotic goods for sale.
It's so hot now.
The ancient temples just outside the city attract nearly 1 million tourists a year. Hundreds, if not thousands, make the pilgrimage every morning to watch the sun rise behind the majestic main tower of the Angkor Wat Temple. Just one of hundreds of temples built thousands of years ago in tribute to the Khmer culture. Angkor Wat is one of the busiest tourist destinations in Southeast Asia, and that has all happened in the last 10 years. Before that, the land was scattered with landmines left over from many years of war. In fact, Cambodia was one of the most heavily mined countries in the world. A decade of mine clearance has made much of the country safer, but there is still more work to do.
Cambodia in many ways is a victim of its own success because as peace has spread out across the land, as the economy has revived, people are now migrating into those dangerous areas. So actually, although the trend of mine casualties has gone down in the last few years, if we were to stop clearance right now, the trend would actually reverse because what we're doing right now is just managing to keep up with and stay a bit ahead of the migration movements that are leading people into further danger.
From the beginning, Freedom Fields has partnered with Halo Trust, one of the most respected humanitarian landmine clearance outfits in the world. They're now concentrating their efforts on what's known as the K5 mine belt, which runs along the Cambodian-Thai border.
Work 15 centimeters down and dig a small trench towards the signal so that he's approaching it from the side instead of going straight on top and possibly initiating a mine.
Getting the mines out of the ground is difficult. It is an excruciatingly slow process, and most of what deminers dig up is actually discarded metal, wasted time and effort finding something that's harmless. But it really couldn't be avoided until now. This device is called the H-Stamets, new technology developed by the U.S. military, and it's being field tested in Cambodia. It's essentially a metal detector radar combo that can tell the difference between harmless metal and very dangerous landmines.
Promises to completely change the way that we conduct humanitarian mine clearance. I mean, it's a massive leap forward. It's not perfect for every situation, but by and large, it is, this is showing the way forward.
But upfront costs are much higher. The H-Stamets units are expensive, and training for deminers is much more extensive.
More productive, lower cost, and safer as well.
But whether it's this new technology or the tried and true, ending the landmine nightmare in Cambodia is within reach. But sometimes finishing is the hardest part.
It's technically true that people aren't getting blown up every day in Cambodia anymore as of 2007. They are now getting blown up at the rate of 2 people every 3 days. I think those two sentences encapsulate both how far we've come in addressing the problem in Cambodia and the fact that we absolutely cannot relent right now, just when we've got the problem by the throat, if you will.
You've got to choose a wish or command at the turn of the tide is weathering thee. Remember one thing, a dream you can see, pray it to be. Shake this land, we all do what we can, so we can do just one more.